is up, guys? Welcome back to So Random. I'm Andrew.
I'm Elisha.
And together, we're So Random. We upload random content, like this. We're doing a chicken sandwich taste test. The classic chicken sandwiches, it's going through the roof. People are releasing sandwiches left and right. Big names, small chains. But we're doing the 5 chicken sandwiches that we thought were most similar, that resembled each other the most. So we have McDonald's, of course, a new release, and Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Zaxbys, and KFC. So we have 5 chicken sandwiches, and we're trying to determine which one is our favorite, aka the best, in our opinion. So without further ado, let's get started with our first sandwich.
Our first sandwich is the Zaxby Signature Chicken Sandwich. They were established in the 1990s and they are indescribably good. But can their signature chicken sandwich live up to that sentiment?
So we have one sandwich because we want to save money. So we'll cut the sandwich in half.
We got the regular, but you can get the spicy.
Here we go. Let's pull it over here. Oh, can I get right down the middle? Hey, you washed your hands, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Now, I will say that this is the most expensive sandwich that we bought today, coming in at $5.99. So keep that in mind when you're deciding which sandwich you want to purchase.
Now, this sandwich is a little bit different from Chick-fil-A's. It comes with the Zax sauce, which
Zax sauce.
Yeah, on it
Chick-fil-A
already.
doesn't come with the Chick-fil-A sauce on it.
No, but you can get a Chick-fil-A sauce as an option. You can just get it and put it on. But I love Zax sauce, so I'm okay with this. All right, going in. My first bite was a Guy Fieri size.
It's good, I've got to say.
It's good, but I can't really describe it.
So would you say it's indescribable?
Yes.
Is it indescribably good?
Yeah. It's a good sandwich. I like the Zax sauce. They didn't put too much of it on. Because their chicken is good, but the sauce, I think, is meant to complement it. Yeah, I got a pickle bite here. I'm going to try.
Got one as well. Gonna go in for that.
A napkin in the lap. I forgot. Manners. Jeez. So overall, I think this is a good sandwich. I have nothing to compare it to just yet. But this is, I think it's really tasty. They did a good job. Because it's not like, oh, it tastes just like Chick-fil-A's. It has a bit of a Zaxby spin to it, which I quite enjoy.
You know, the Zax sauce was probably a smart move, I would say. Mm-hmm. It separates it from the other chains. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
As opposed to just using tartar sauce or mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise like KFC, which you will see coming up.
Sorry about that. I just needed to speak. Yeah, no, the Zax sauce is really good. So, yeah. So far.
This is the best so far.
Yeah, by far.
Without further ado, let's move on to our next sandwich.
Our next chicken sandwich that we're doing is none other than Popeyes. The second chicken sandwich place to get into the chicken sandwich game. And yeah, a lot of hype behind this when this originally came out. I'm already loving that chicken from Popeyes, but I hope this, well, we'll see if it is better than the Zaxby's. So let's go ahead and get this one on out.
I've actually only had this sandwich once. I remember I wasn't too high on it. Can my opinion change this time?
Now, it's not as nicely prepared as the Zaxby's. Like, the bone was perfect. Like, here, just like little pieces.
Everything was just so perfect.
Yeah.
Can the Zaxby sandwich be topped is what I'm saying.
It doesn't look as good as Zaxby's, but we'll see if it tastes as good.
It's not as easy to cut through also. Our cameraman made a point after the end of the video. The knife cut right through the Zaxby sandwich.
Oh, gosh. Well, I did it.
A little bit smushed, but we did it.
And this one, does this have mayonnaise or tartar sauce? I think tartar sauce is more for fish, but this Popeyes is unpredictable. Going in. Noticing right away the pickles are thinner but like bigger they're not stick, but they're longer and like their radius and whatever.
Well, you know what I noticed right away? This is not as good as the Zaxby sandwich. I mean, at least not in my opinion. It doesn't have the same flavor to it. It's not as good. It's inferior. That's what it is.
I quite like this actually. It's very similar to the Zaxby's, just the sauce is different, of course, and the bun as well. But
Well,
I think the chicken tastes good. I like the chicken at least.
It is likely that the sauce will be different since this isn't Zaxby's and they have Zax sauce on their sandwich. Well, with that out of the way, how about we move on to our next sandwich? Our next sandwich up is a relatively new sandwich that I don't think either of us have had. The McDonald's Crispy Chicken. We got it classic, and it's a very nice, aesthetically pleasing bag, as you can see.
Yes. The bag,
It's very simple.
simple. It just says crispy chicken with the chicken graphic behind it and a pickle on the bottom right corner.
It's got the McDonald's logo on the center bottom, so we know where we're getting it from.
When you compare it to the other bags. Oh, this is actually very nice.
It looks very nice.
You can cut it this time. You did better than me. Oh no!
Still, Zaxby's has the best cut-through quality, I would say.
It's like getting a pizza and they don't cut it all the way, dang it.
You mean like every time you get pizza?
That's true. Alright. This actually feels lighter. I don't know what the heck is going on, but
It's a thin patty, I would say.
it's true, yeah. Going in. What do I think of this? Hold on.
It's very comparable to the Popeyes, but the bun, it's kind of squishy. I don't really want a squishy bun when I'm eating a chicken sandwich, you know? I'd like it to be warm, nice and warm.
Now,
for sure.
I don't like this maybe as much as the other ones because the meat is thinner. It's a little more like chewy. I have to like rip it out to
Yeah,
get.
I mean, I think it's definitely the worst we've tasted by far.
It's good. It's just different, and I don't prefer it to the other styles that Popeyes and Zaxby's had so far.
I mean, there's better chicken sandwiches out there that you can get. There's better things you can even order off the menu at McDonald's.
Yeah, Burt McChicken. You can get Big Mac, quarter pounder.
That's for sure. Without further ado, let's move on to our next sandwich.
The next chicken sandwich, and probably the most well-known, is Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. If you're going to Chick-fil-A, you're most likely going to get a classic chicken sandwich because it's their flagship item. Yeah, everyone knows the bag. This is really what all the other sandwiches are competing against.
It's a nice bag too. I don't know.
It is.
Like, if you want a good bag, you go to McDonald's. If you want a good sandwich, you go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, if you want both, you go to Chick-fil-A because their bag looked really nice.
And it's kind of a nice looking sandwich too. McDonald's or Popeyes had the worst looking sandwich so far.
Yeah, their bun was all crinkled. This looks like they put time and effort and didn't just like slap it on. Yeah.
People dedicated to quality. That's the kind of people who work at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, and PDQ too. We didn't put them in here because their sandwich had like tomatoes and stuff on it. Besides the point, we're going in here.
Not that we have anything against tomatoes, it's just the other sandwiches did not, that's why.
Yes. I go to PDQ when I can, they're good.
Now, of all of the chicken restaurants, this is definitely the one that I eat at the most. It's definitely the one that I get a sandwich from the most out of all of them. Now, I rarely go to Popeyes. When I go to McDonald's, I don't ever get chicken. I go to Zaxby semi-regularly, but this one 100% the one I go to the most. They're reliable. They're always good. What do you think, Andrew?
The quality that they continue to deliver time and time again. Some of these cars, if they're fast cars, they do tests and reliability tests or 0 to 60 tests like 300 times over. You can do that with Chick-fil-A. Their quality is always the same, and it's always a good sandwich. We have Chick-fil-A sauce that came with it. We're not going to put it on because that's not how it came. This is delicious, but the sauce factor, yes, you can put it on, but it's like the garlic sauce from Papa John's. You don't compare it with other places after putting it on. You get it as it is, and you taste it as it is, as it came from the restaurant. This is good, but I am kind of missing some sauce. But this is good. Chicken is great. It's crispy.
It does a lot better without the sauce than McDonald's did. It wasn't very good.
I agree. This is the best sauceless we've had so far by a mile. Almost better.
Well, then again, we've only had 2 sauceless chickens.
Yes. But, this is the alpha of all chicken sandwiches. Popeyes and Zaxby so far are coming close to taking the reign. I don't know. We can't say yet because we haven't had KFCs, but there's not much to say. It's truly indescribably good.
And on that note, let's move on to our last sandwich, KFC. Moving on to our last sandwich, the king of Kentucky, Colonel Sanders himself. He's got his face on the bag.
Because he's an icon. He's so much of an icon, I would say he's like Uncle Sam times 4. He's like, I want you to come to KFC and get this new chicken sandwich. And that's what we did. We went through the drive-thru and got it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Attention to detail.
Oh, it's wrapped.
Double wrap it. Here, let's just therapy it.
There's actually a good video you can watch about KFC that I'll link in the card right up there. Recommend it.
All right. Are we just going to cut it on this paper?
All right, I got this one.
I can't wait till we finish and I can just look at Colonel Sanders' face on the bag.
This looks big. Like, no lie. It looks as big as the Zaxbys, and
take this side. Oh my.
And it's also $2 cheaper than the Zaxbys was. So keep that in mind. This is $3.99. Zaxby's is $6.
Yes. Good. You guys don't know this, but I'm actually not a mayonnaise fan at all. This sandwich looks like it's loaded on with it. But hopefully, the chicken and the pickles kind of mask the taste a little bit for me, personally.
I would never really order pickles on my sandwiches, but we're eating them as they come. He's sacrificing some mayo. I'm sacrificing for pickles.
I just took in a bite. The mayo is actually pretty good.
I'm not getting much breading, that's kind of something I expected more from KFC.
This is actually, I like the pickles. I think this is really good.
It's good. It's 100 times better than McDonald's. McDonald's by far the worst sandwich we have tasted today. I was disappointed by it. Neither of us have had this one either. These are both pretty new. This
sandwich here probably has twice as much meat as McDonald's. It's good, but the breading ratio, I do like it more, but it's probably 85% meat. But on the edges, you can tell there's a little bit crisp. There's a little bit of crispness, I guess you could say. This is actually surprisingly really good. I enjoy this.
But is it indescribably good? The bun, it's not squishy either. That was the biggest problem with McDonald's. It was so squishy, so spongy, and it was so weird.
It's just Kentucky Fried Chicken. Better than Louisiana chicken, Georgia chicken, or whatever Zaxby's chicken is. I don't know. Well,
with all our sandwiches out of the way, let's talk about that.
We talked about that, and we came to a conclusion. It was a difficult conclusion, but we came to a conclusion over which chicken sandwich we thought was the best. One of the categories to really, compare sandwiches is price. You want to make sure that you're spending a good amount of money, not too much. So yeah, Elisha is going to tell us all about the prices of the sandwiches.
Now, the 2 cheapest sandwiches that you can buy off this selection of ours are McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, coming in at $3.79. Now, that's set of it was $3.79, not $379, by the way. So McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. McDonald's is garbage. The receipt said chicken sand, and I think that describes the taste of the sandwich better than that.
Yes, I got the sandwich and it. Yeah.
Now Chick-fil-A, on the other hand, Chick-fil-A was a very good sandwich, and $3.99. These are the next round of prices. Was Popeyes and KFC. Now, they weren't bad. KFC was good. I think Popeyes was a little bit worse. And then, what in my opinion was one of the best sandwiches, Zaxby's, was $5.99.
Whoa.
It's just insane. Like,
might as well buy a car first.
You could get a meal from some of these places for less than that, probably. I mean, McDonald's, they could be pretty cheap. And we experienced that in the taste of their sandwich.
Yeah.
So I think bang for your buck, you want to go Chick-fil-A. 100%. The best sandwich for the cheapest price.
Oh,
but
yeah.
maybe not the best sandwich overall.
In general, yeah.
And last place, 100%,
is
McDonald's.
Yes,
Fifth place, there was no debate. I don't think there was any debate.
The receipt actually did say crispy chicken sand. And I actually should have just crossed out the crispy part because it was not really that crispy.
The bun tasted like a sponge. Like,
it was like a rubber ducky. You know when I could just put that in my bathtub. Nah, it was better than. But now, in my personal opinion, we're making all these roasts. I think McDonald's, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't good compared to all the other ones.
Now, next, fourth place we agreed, Popeyes.
Yeah. Popeyes.
I was not the biggest fan of Popeyes. It wasn't too good. You literally pointed out the sandwich, the bread was peeling off the outer layer.
The bread had more wrinkles on it than, say,
your grandma.
Yes, an elderly person. I was going to say that. It was good, but the preparation of it didn't feel, it felt like somebody just went bam, 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 bam.
Anyways, next, KFC. I think these bottom three, were a lot easier for us to decide than the top two. How we should rank those. And KFC, it was middle of the road in terms of these sandwiches. You got the bottom two, you got the top two, and KFC just got stuck in the middle.
Now, I thought KFC's was actually a good, tasty chicken sandwich, but it had maybe a little too much mayo, and I don't prefer mayo. I thought this mayo was actually good, but they needed to focus more. And the breading, they had like barely any breading. So that, I think, but it was good anyway.
So number 1 and 2, I still don't think I've actually decided. I think I can make a decision. For me, number 1, based off of price, I would say Chick-fil-A. Now,
yes.
$5.99 for a chicken sandwich why would you do that when you can go to Chick-fil-A and get a sandwich that's probably equally as good for $2 less? It just makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why they charge that much. It was a big sandwich, though. It might have been a little bit bigger in size, but in the end, it wasn't enough to sway. Chick-fil-A bang for your buck at least was my favorite. Zaxby's might have maybe better. I think their sandwich might be a little bit better taste, but it's not too much. Honestly, I don't know.
Zaxby's, it was very good. Delicious. It was very good, but I think overall, Chick-fil-A is better. I would say if you're gonna get a meal, most people will probably get a meal. The fries are probably a little bit better from Chick-fil-A as well. So, a clear winner. Although the drink selection at Zaxby's is better, but we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, the Coke freestyle is just through the roof. Go ahead, proceed.
So, I think we've come to our decision that Chick-fil-A reigns supreme. A lot of you probably think that it reigns supreme. Yeah. So make sure, please like this video, please subscribe down below, and just comment, what do you think the best chicken sandwich is? What is the best chicken sandwich out there?
I don't know. All of these sandwiches except for McDonald's were actually really comparable in my opinion. So any of these places, you want to go to KFC, I would recommend. They're good sandwiches, but Chick-fil-A, bang for your buck, is by far the best, with the best service too, the friendly restaurants and all that. So that's our video. Thank you all for watching today.
That's all we have to say.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time on Survey.